Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to share with you probably the simplest way to eat in order to help you stay in shape or get in shape if you're not in shape already. I'm going to throw in a video here in the background of me working out. This is a video that I took, I think about a week ago, of just one of the kettlebell sets that I do during one of my workout sessions. So you get a sense of the overall appearance and physique that I currently have. This is a really simple way to eat. The principles, you just have to follow basically one or two general principles, and even then I kind of break it all the time because as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I love to snack and I really love sweet foods, and I indulge from time to time. So with that in mind, you can still see that I still look, pretty decent, in good shape. The first and most important principle that you need to stick to is try to really avoid processed foods as much as possible. Now, it's actually a really simple way to eat, and there's a very simple method to go about it. This is at least the way I think about it. If it looks like something that came out of a factory, like a machine, like a like a mold, so it no longer resembles the original shape that planet Earth created. Try to avoid it as much as possible. So things like donuts and chicken nuggets and French fries and any kinds of cakes, candies, what else? Basically anything that looks like they were pressed in a factory and came out of a conveyor belt, and it just doesn't look like it grew from this planet. Try not to eat it. But on the other hand, it's if it still looks like it came out of the planet, just eat it. So grilled chicken, even fried chicken, try to kind of limit the batter as much as possible. But from time to time, it's probably fine. If you want to eat potato wedges, you don't have to go with sweet potato. You can just go with regular potatoes. They're fine. Any kinds of fruits, beans, nuts, any kinds of meats that are not processed, whether they're grilled, fried, boiled, steamed, stewed, whatever, right? Any kind of meat is fine. Any kind of grain, any vegetables, however you want to cook them. So I'm going to show you images that I have been taking for the past few months or so, just random meals that I've had. And the point is you'll be able to see that the meals that I've had are very diverse. I didn't eat the same thing day in and day out. I don't ever meal prep. I don't do like the bodybuilder, cook 20 meals on a weekend so I can eat them for the rest of the week. I don't want to live like that. I want to eat socially from time to time with my friends and family, and I want to enjoy the stuff that I actually eat. I don't want to eat freaking dry chicken breast with steamed broccoli and carrots all the time, right? That's just not how I want to live, okay? So I'm going to show you some images here of the kinds of foods that I eat, okay? So again, the point is you'll see that I don't stick to a really strict diet or eat the same stuff over and over again, and they're really diverse, okay? So here you can see some rice, some vegetables, green chilies, cucumbers, jackfruit here, and then I have a piece of beef, chicken, and more chicken, right? This is all just this is chicken curry, this is grilled chicken, some stewed beef. This is ice cream inside a coconut with coconut water on the side, which is really awesome. This is grilled fish with all kinds of spices and condiments. It's really tasty. I ate the whole fish. This is Japanese chicken katsu over a bed of rice. So a lot of the stuff that you're gonna see are mostly rice-based dishes, obviously, because I'm Asian. But I mean, it doesn't. That's not the point, right? Like whatever culture you're from, just eat whatever that is for the most part natural, right? Here I have Shake Shack, so burgers. And this is some good old American barbecue, some smoked brisket, ribs, and beans, coleslaw, cornbread, right? This is just some Chinese, simple, very simple breakfast, traditional Chinese dish that my wife likes to make at home from time to time. This is Singaporean style breakfast with toast and some butter, some half-boiled eggs, and just black coffee. Indian food, I love Indian food, so I have grilled chicken here, chicken tandoor with some naan bread on the side. This is a breakfast that I had in a hotel. Scrambled eggs over toast, some eggs Benedict. Desserts, again, as I said, I still indulge from time to time. I got some fruits and some sweet pastries over here. This is Cantonese style brisket noodle. So there's noodle underneath all of this and all kinds of slow cooked goodness of all kinds of beef cuts. This is really tasty. This is something that I made alone at home. It's very simple, just a piece of steak with some sweet potatoes, some boiled eggs, and some stir-fried vegetables. This is a really, really indulgent Indonesian dessert called martabak. The calories are insane because it's basically loaded with just butter, batter, cheese, condensed milk, chocolate. I mean, it's awesome. But, as you can see, from time to time, I eat it. And by the way, it's not like I only eat, half a slice or something. No, I eat maybe 4, 5, or 6 of these things. Again, not every day, but from time to time, right? Here I have a whole rack of pork ribs with some fries and some coleslaw as well. Fries, right? Steak, just steak with some mushroom sauce and some chili sauce condiment on the side, and of course fries in the background. Here's another steak that I cooked at home. Here are some Chinese dumplings that my wife makes at home. Thank you. I love them. I love my wife's cooking. They're awesome. She likes to cook a lot of traditional Chinese foods. This is something that my wife made for me as well at home. Some cube steaks with boiled eggs and some stir-fried vegetables. Here is me preparing some steak for myself. Korean barbecue, right? Another thing that my wife made for me at home, some chicken rice with some, I think this was air fried chicken with some cucumbers, soy sauce on the side, and stir-fried vegetables. Again, so you can see it's super diverse. Now, obviously, this is not like a week of me eating. This is not, every meal that I had in a week, but this is actually a pretty good representation of how I eat. There's nothing boring per se. There's nothing that is too strict, too dry, only boiled or steamed, right? This is an awesome, I forgot what it is called, but it's basically some kind of traditional rice dish, some Indonesian vegetable salad with peanut sauce on top of it. Again, it's the same thing. Here is a really nice plate of some seasoned wild rice with some long beans, tempeh, which some of you may be familiar with. This is a fried beef and a half-eaten cucumber, right? Another thing, which is a soup. I think this was a beef soup that I ate. Beef soup with some rice and some crackers on the side. I think these are also crackers, yeah. Then we got some beef ribs. Yeah, beef ribs. Some stir-fried vegetables on the side. And then, fried eggs, hot dogs, sausages, and this is chicken soup. On the side, I have a picture here. Shredded chicken, some eggs, some vegetables, sliced tomatoes, right? So you're noticing a common trend, right? Even though they're really diverse, they're mostly unprocessed foods in terms of, obviously they're all processed, like they were cooked, right? But they're not cast into a certain shape in a factory and then extruded into the shape of a boot, the shape of a stick, the shape of a heart, or a ring or whatever, right? Here's another plate of meal that I had. This is a steamed banana with some beef stew, some Chinese fried rice and dumplings. Different pictures of the same meal. This is a really nice dessert, traditional Indonesian dessert. Sticky rice with some coconut milk and palm sugar. I mean, it's just so tasty. And then this is Yoshinoya. Some of you may be familiar. I think there's a chain in America. They used to have it in New York, but it closed down many years ago. I think they may still have it in LA. But this is basically just Japanese beef. I don't know how you call it. It's called gyudon in Japanese. So it's basically just simmered beef. Oh, that's what it is. Simmered beef with some teriyaki chicken and stir-fried vegetables on rice. Okay. So those are all the images that I have gathered for the past few months. Again, it's not really a week in my life of every meal that I ate, but as I said, it's actually a pretty good representation of how I eat. I eat a very diverse set of meals and diet. I don't stick with any particular repetitive food regimen. I don't prepare my meals ahead of time. I used to do that when I was in college, but it's just not my thing anymore. When you prepare food, it takes up your entire Sunday, for example, or at least half of your entire Sunday, which is, you just want to relax and be lazy and spend time with your family or friends, right? You don't want to freaking spend an entire day just in your kitchen alone and putting everything into Tupperwares, putting them into a fridge. But I mean, if that's how you want to live, it's your choice. I'm just letting you know that there are alternatives of doing that, and you can still be in pretty good shape. And plus, I don't want to eat a 5-day-old meal by the time Friday comes around, I want to eat good meals every day, every meal, as much as I can, right? Because, again, like I said before, I work out to live. I don't live to work out. So it's the same thing. I eat to live. I don't live to eat, right, basically. So, yeah, hopefully that gives you a sense of the kind of flexible eating that you can have, and you can still be in pretty good shape. Obviously, I'm not in some kind of a crazy, shredded, super jacked shape or what have you, I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm not a professional athlete. But we are trying to live our lives to the fullest that we can. And being healthy is one of the most important elements of living a fulfilling life, particularly once you get older. So that's why the way I train is also in principle very similar to the way I eat, which is I'm focused on getting healthy, avoiding injuries. I don't want to get sick. I don't push myself in training to a point where I risk injuries and tear a tendon or tear a muscle or anything like that. It's all about getting healthy, staying healthy, building some strength over a long period of time. Because, as I said, this is a long game. It's not something that you try to hit a particular target and then, what happens after that, right? It's all about physical hygiene, maintenance, overall health, And eating should be the same. You know, we should be able to enjoy what I eat and make sure that it's healthy. The last thing I want to mention, so I've talked about what kind of foods I eat. The only other thing is in terms of portion. So portion control is definitely a thing, right? We don't want to overindulge ourselves into overeating. Even if you eat these kinds of foods that are pretty healthy, but if you eat them way too much, you know, you're gonna gain weight and get really fat. But in principle, it's very simple. If you have three kinds of foods in every meal, you have your some form of carbohydrate, so it could be rice, noodles, potatoes, whatever, right? Rice, carbohydrate, some kind of a protein, and then some kind of a vegetable, right? For each of these three, just divide your plate into thirds and just fill it up. That's the volume. Or another simple way to do it is take a fistful size of each of those things. So a fistful size of carbohydrate, so it could be rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, whatever you want. A fistful size of protein, so chicken, beef, lamb, eggs, tofu, I don't care, right? Whatever. And then a fistful size of vegetables. It could be salad, it could be boiled vegetables, steamed vegetables, stir-fried vegetables. It doesn't matter, right? So hopefully that gives you an idea of how simple it actually is to eat and still enjoy your life and still be in pretty good shape, look pretty good, and maintain an overall healthy and fulfilling lifestyle, okay? So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.